Welcome back everyone. I've been making a ton of these type of videos because they're just so much fun to do, and here are just a couple of reasons. Actually, I have a lot more reasons today than I thought as to why you might want to pick up or keep your iPhone 10 more than the iPhone 12 Pro, and maybe why the iPhone 10 is a better pickup than the iPhone 12 Pro currently. So the very first thing, and probably the most important reason why you should probably keep or get an iPhone 10, is the availability. There are so many iPhone 10s in the market right now. I've seen some in the brand new market. Apple sells them certified refurbished sometimes, and there are a ton in the used market. And the iPhone 12 Pro, the shipping dates keep getting delayed more and more. It's like every day you wait, the longer you have to wait to get it. And that's why to some people, if you're in urgent need, if you want to get a phone now, the iPhone 10 may be a better option, not only because of, maybe being a cheaper phone, which I'll get into in a second, but the availability, the fact that you can get it tomorrow or next week or whenever, rather than waiting maybe even up to a month to even get it. So that's a pretty important thing to keep in mind. The next thing also, I just kind of mentioned the price tag of the iPhone 10. It is far cheaper than the iPhone 12 Pro. The 12 Pro is a $1,000 phone. With tax and everything, it's over $1,000. You can pick up the iPhone 10 for around $350, and it might be even cheaper than that in a couple places if you look really hard enough for the base model. You can snag one of those up for $350, which is not a bad price to pay for a device like this. That's not that far behind of the 12 Pro. Obviously, if you have all the money in the world, then pick up the iPhone 12 Pro. That is the better phone. I'm not trying to say the iPhone 10 is the best phone in the market right now, but for how well this phone is held up and for the price that it's selling for in the used market, that is a very, very competitive price to pay in my opinion. And, for it being less than half the price of the phone, it's not like half of an iPhone 12 Pro. The 12 Pro is a great phone, but I still think the iPhone 10 is a great phone as well. And the price tag, price per value, the iPhone 10 is definitely a better price per value. And I think one of the best reasons to pick up the iPhone 10 currently, in my opinion, is a tie between this and the price tag. Basically, the jailbreak capability that you have of the iPhone 10. That is definitely one of my favorite things about the iPhone 10. With that checkering jailbreak, you have the ability of pretty much jailbreaking any version of software on the iPhone 10 right now, which is amazing. So from iOS 11 to iOS 14, that is a very capable machine. And what I can tell you is that, the more and more time progresses, the more software updates we get, the more iOS is kind of catching up to the jailbreak community. But there are still a ton of jailbreaks out there and a bunch of jailbreak tweaks that can really elevate the iPhone 10 to the next level, in my opinion. And by having a phone like the iPhone 10 and by having a jailbreak on it, that will definitely make that phone experience so much better. And of course, if you're not going to do it, then it's not going to matter. But at least having the ability of doing so is, you have the option, which is really awesome. Now, the next thing, the build quality on the iPhone 10, in my opinion, is really good and almost kind of the same thing as the 12 Pro. Now, obviously, you have the frosted glass back and the stainless steel sides and the flat sides, but you still have the stainless steel sides and glass on the back on the iPhone 10, and it still feels and looks extremely good. You have a beautiful front-facing screen, which honestly, I don't see a huge difference between this screen and the 12 Pro screen, in my opinion, and they're both pretty much the same thing when it comes down to it. And on top of that, even the performance increase on the 12 Pro, there's definitely one. You're definitely getting a faster phone and a better performing phone overall, but in my opinion, the iPhone 10 is still an extremely smooth phone, an extremely capable phone too. It's not like the iPhone 10 is a way slower device or a way anything. It's a little bit slower and maybe the RAM isn't as good, but when you have a phone like the iPhone 10 with that gesture-based design and on iOS, you're still getting updates for a long time. If there's a bug, if there's a problem, Apple will probably fix it with the next update or the next couple updates. But the fact that it's this smooth and this, performance heavy still these many years later really shows a lot about what Apple was able to do at that time with the Apple A11 Bionic chip. And even now, compared to the A14 chip, the Apple A11 Bionic chip inside the iPhone 10 is still extremely capable, in my opinion. Now, I mentioned a couple other things as well, IP certification on both, the OLED screens on both, which is nice, and wireless charging on both as well. But honestly, in my opinion, the iPhone 10 is still a very capable phone. Like I said, if you have all the money in the world, then by all means go for the iPhone 12 Pro. But I think the iPhone 10 still has a lot of capability for sure, and it's not like I would be in a rush to go from the iPhone 10 to the 12 Pro, in my opinion. So that really pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any other questions or you want to pick any of these phones up, links will be down in the description below. You can get them from there and help support the channel at the same time. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comment section. Like I said, hit the like button, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys could hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.